Good morning. I don't know how this is going to go. I have Finding Dory in the background, and it's kind of loud, so it'll keep him happy though. Anyways, this morning I thought I'd show you something. I have to put my old lady glasses on, so excuse me. I'm doing some raised stenciling today, and like I said, I hope you're going to be able to see it. This is an old piece of barnwood that I have a bunch of them, and I'm doing raised stencil. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm hoping you can. This here is a little different. This is words. Now, I haven't ever done them with words before. I've just done the designs. And I have my last one here. Look, I paid 25 cents for that at a garage sale. I'd like to say I'm a cheap bitch, but I'm really not. Anyway, I'm going to show you the stencil. Here's the word stencil. Okay, and you saw the other one. So not all the words came through, and that's okay, because obviously I put it on an old piece of barnwood, and so I want it to look old. Kind of that antique-y, like it's been there forever kind of look. And so not all the words came through, and like I said, that's okay. I'll show you quick. I tried to keep everything at arm's length. This is what I use, plaster of Paris, and you mix it yourself, and so you can get the right consistency no matter what you're doing. If you're doing it on the wall, I have it on my wall in here. I'll show you someday, just not today. Jackson, please go in the living room. Thank you. My grandson. Someday I'll show you him. He is freaking adorable. Anyway, so it's 2 parts plaster of Paris, 1 part cold water, and you can stir it however you choose. You can have it thicker. I wouldn't suggest that. I would go thinner, and it does thicken as it dries, so you kind of want to work fast. I think it said 6 to 9 minutes. You have whatever, just add a little more water. I'm really gonna have to figure out what this light deal is here, because I like the tan look. Anyhow, you just adhese your stencil really good, and especially if you're going to use the words, because you want the plaster of Paris to come through the stencil as you're pulling it up. I'm going to try and do this while I'm taping, so excuse me, but I'm going to grab some water here and chit chat while I do it. It's kind of see, I figured that was going to happen. I got way too much water, but that's okay, because you just have to add more. And we just have a little more time to chat, right? So, I did this on my wall in my kitchen, like I said. I've done this on, I did it on a headboard. I had a lady come from Wisconsin. She saw it online on my site when I had my shop, and she absolutely fell in love with it. So she drove all the way from Wisconsin, which actually, if you live in Minnesota, it's not that damn far, but you know, it was just the fact. She saw it online. It looked really cool. It was a really old headboard for a full-size bed, not the footboard or anything, just the headboard. And it was in really good shape, but it just was so plain, you know, right in the middle. It needed something. So I did a kind of a French twist and French twist to it, and then I did a layered, weathered kind of paint look to it. It was really cool. I can find a picture. I can show you pictures. I have pictures. Okay, see this here? Oh, here comes my grandson. He thinks I'm talking to him. It's not food, Jackson. That's kind of the consistency that you want. You don't want it too thick, but you don't want it too thin either. Okay? And then, I'm not going to be able to show you as I'm doing it, because I haven't figured out this camera thing. But I'm going to put it on here. Now, see, this is what I'm doing. And I'm just smoothing it out. Kind of like if you were putting frosting on a cake. I'll lift it up here in just a second and show you. Oh, and there's my Emma. So, this is my life. Getting projects done between naps and screaming grandchildren. Okay, I just about have it. Sorry for the dead time. I know a friend of mine said, you don't want any dead time. You hear Emma? She's beautiful too. All right, so this is what you want to do. Like I said, you want to layer it like frosting. See there? Try not to get... Oh, I actually didn't. I thought maybe I got it over the stencil, but I didn't. Try not to get it outside the edges. You'll have to clean it up. So then pull whatever free edge you can find, and you want to pull... I can't look at you and do this, sorry. You want to pull directly straight up. And I understand on the edges you'll have to, you know, just kind of not go straight from there. But once you get a good hold of it, then you want to just come straight up. Okay, look at that. Get it in the water right away. Okay. So then, and how thick it is depends on how much you put on there. So if you like a really heavy look, you just put more on and put more on. Or if you want it thinner, then you just go thinner. So it's entirely up to you how your project turns out. But this is the one I just did. I don't know how that... There. See? I just pulled it straight up. Now, as you're looking at it, I'm sure you're going, what the heck is she doing? I can't even see half of that. That's okay. Because I wanted the white to be sanded slightly on this old board so that it gave it kind of that antique-y look. And I'm going to come back with a paint and just kind of dry brush over the top of this raised stencil. And I'll come back later after I get this done and show you how that looks. And I think you're going to be really surprised. It doesn't take long to dry. I think an hour, but I think they're talking about on a big wall, something like this. I mean, these words I did, I don't know, 20 minutes ago and they're done. And the thicker parts here, they'll dry in an hour, you know. So it doesn't take long to dry. This adheses to anything. Like I said, I did a headboard. I did my walls here, which I painted over. On the headboard, though, and on this, too, I will put a top coat on when I'm all done. Excuse me, just to make sure that it's not easily destroyed. Although, if you buy something like this and I made it, you damn well better take care of it. However, one of the good parts of this, and I should point that out right now too, is if you make a mistake, and my first stencil on the words did not turn out the way I wanted it to, and I just took my spatula and scraped it off and then took a warm washcloth and wiped it off. No biggie, done deal. So if you screw up the first time, don't panic. Just scrape it off and use your finger, wet rag, whatever. Come back over it with a wet rag. That's a hard thing to say today. Come back over it with a wet rag and do it again. But really important, clean out your supplies. Which I gotta go right now, but I'll come back. But I gotta clean this out because my husband will kill me if I get all that crap down the sink and we can't get it out. So I'll be back. Hang on.